Content creation can feel overwhelming when you're dealing with multiple platforms, each with its own quirks and nuances and different kinds of audiences. Maybe you're posting consistently on Instagram, but your reels aren't getting the attention that you want. Or you're creating YouTube videos that you're proud of, but the views just aren't there. And maybe you're wondering if you should even be on TikTok or LinkedIn or Pinterest at all. But you don't want to be everything, everywhere, all at once and burn out. But you also don't want to be on just one place using outdated strategies. Every single social platform has evolved a lot in the past few years. And knowing how to work the system for each platform can dramatically transform your content. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the universal tactics that work for every single platform, but also the platform-specific ones, whether you're starting out or you've been creating for years. This video will help you get actionable strategies, the kind that'll help you grow your audience, increase engagement, and create content that actually converts without losing your mind in the process. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it.
This is The Hyphenate.
First, let's start with platform-specific tips, starting with Instagram, my bread and butter. Instagram is a visual storytelling platform, but it has evolved a lot. And diversifying your content keeps your audience engaged. Don't just do photo posts. They're great for brand identity and SEO, because yes, Instagram does have SEO, but carousel posts are also great. They're highly swipeable, highly savable, highly shareable, and they consistently get more engagement than static posts because it keeps people on your post longer. So think educational carousels, storytelling carousels, or before and after transformations. And now Instagram captions. I think that it's best to use it as a way to expand on what you said in your post. You don't want to repeat what you said. You have 2,200 characters, right? You don't want to ramble. You want to just use it as an opportunity to add more context, to promote something, do some storytelling, do some teaching, and try and break up lines with emojis or, just spacing. And don't have 30 hashtags anymore. That's super spammy. Just try to have 3 to 5, some niche hashtags, some popular hashtags, and not just hashtags with high volume, although that is good, but also hashtags that your target audience follows. Now, reels are getting the most reach right now, and the optimal length is 7 to 15 seconds, and that's for maximum reach, but you could also do 30 to 60 seconds for depth and building your authority. Trending audio gives you a boost, but original audio makes you searchable and just, makes your brand more recognizable. Also, text overlays make your reels more accessible, and a lot of people, apparently 80% of people, watch reels on mute, so it's very important that you have captions. And be consistent with how often you post reels, whether it's once a week or 3 times a week, whatever works for you, but do it consistently. And don't forget about Instagram stories. They're great for daily connection and driving action. You can do engagement stickers like polls and question boxes and countdowns. You can do link stickers to link to your actual website and your products. And you can save your best Instagram stories to highlights, and you want to be strategic with your highlights, stuff that fits into your content pillars, not too many, like 6 to 8. It gives new followers the opportunity to get connected to you with stuff from your past best Instagram stories, and you can save it again to content pillars that are connected to your page. And just like you can do a series on your feed, you can do it in your stories as well, like Motivation Mondays, Case Study Saturdays. That consistency builds anticipation. Starting with understanding the algorithm. The For You page prioritizes watch time and completion rate above all else. So if people watch your whole video and then watch it again, TikTok shows it to more people. And then shares are the ultimate signal that your content resonates. One share is worth like dozens of likes algorithmically. Now, content strategy. You have to balance using trends with original content on TikTok. You want to niche down to build a dedicated audience, but you don't want to be so limited that you limit your reach. Participate in trends while staying on brand, and put your own unique spin on popular sounds and formats. And again, series content, it keeps people coming back for more. It drives follows and anticipation, so lean into that. Now, engagement tactics amplifies your reach. Don't just post and hope that people will like and comment and share on your video. Comment on other people's videos with your own unique, valuable insights. Some creators build audiences through strategic commenting on other people's posts in their niche. Use duets and stitches to add your perspective to existing content. And respond to comments with videos. This is just creating more content. And it makes your commenter feel special, like, oh my God, they made a video just for me. Oh, now moving on to YouTube. YouTube Shorts is YouTube's answer to TikTok and Instagram Reels. They show up in a dedicated Shorts feed, and it has different algorithm priorities and long form content. Shorts is great for introducing new viewers to your channel. I've actually gotten subscribers from a random post that I uploaded to Shorts, and I connected it to a related video on my page, a long form video. And you can cross post and use, TikTok videos and Instagram Reels and post them to YouTube Shorts, but ideally you do want to tease your long form content that's on your YouTube channel. For example, watch the full video on my channel, it drives traffic to your main content. Now, titles and thumbnails, that determines whether people click. You want titles that are clear, compelling, and keyword rich, but you don't want them to be too clickbaity, right? And then your thumbnails, you want to have high contrast colors, good text that's, large font and minimal words, expressive faces if you're showing your face, and consistent branding across thumbnails. And you can actually A/B test 3 different titles and thumbnails, and then once the A/B test has stopped running, it'll choose the best performing title and thumbnail and show that on your channel. Descriptions and tags is how YouTube understands what your content is about and helps it recommend it to the right people. So you want your detailed description to have primary keywords within the first 1 to 2 sentences, and you want to have links to all of your relevant accounts, your social channels, timestamps for the video so people can skip to the part that they actually care about, maybe a bio about what your channel is about, and links to other related videos on your channel. Now, engagement tactics boost your video in the algorithm. If someone comments asking a question, pin that comment to the top of your page. It'll hopefully entice other people to comment too. If someone comments, respond quickly, especially in the first hour after you posted the video, because this tells YouTube that your video is sparking conversation. And a lot of channels have end screens, and I want you to consider having one too, because it allows you to promote your best content and encourage subscriptions. And then you want to create playlists that group related videos for binge watching. And then the analytics and optimization, that's what guides your content strategy. So you're not just posting without a plan, you're looking at data that tells you what to do. For example, watch audience retention graphs. Where are people dropping off? You can improve those sections with this insight. Click-through rate. This will tell you if your title and your thumbnail is working. Average view duration, that matters more than total views. And traffic sources tell you how people find you. Use this data to create more of what works and fix what doesn't. Moving on to LinkedIn, an underrated platform for content creators and business owners. The audience is professional, they're engaged, and they actually have purchasing power. Having a professional content approach means being authentic without oversharing. Thought leadership posts allow you to share your unique perspective on industry topics. Industry insights and commentary position you as someone who understands the landscape, and personal stories with business lessons allow you to connect emotionally while staying professional. And balance vulnerability with professionalism. You can do that by sharing struggles and lessons learned. And content formats, they work differently on LinkedIn than other platforms. Text-only posts surprisingly get great engagement. Native video, where you upload it to the app, performs better than YouTube links. And articles, which is LinkedIn's publishing platform, it doesn't get you as much reach, but it does help you establish your authority. And in terms of engaging on LinkedIn, it's all about relationships. You want to comment thoughtfully on other people's posts because this is how you build your network and get discovered. Genuinely tag and mention people when appropriate. Moving on to Facebook. Facebook's organic reach has declined a lot, but it's still valuable for certain audiences and purposes. Facebook prioritizes video content, especially live video, and groups do so much better than pages. So if you can, create a group off of your main page to build deeper connections. And you can keep people engaged in your group by asking questions, doing polls, giving them exclusive content, and consistently moderating the group. Some creators actually monetize this by creating Facebook groups specifically for courses and memberships that is paid. So consider that too if you want to create some kind of paid membership. And just like LinkedIn, native video uploads do better than trying to share a YouTube link. Stories are also great. And even long form text posts, again, very surprising, but they perform really well. And finally, let's talk about Pinterest. Pinterest is a visual search engine, not social media. So keyword usage here is very important. You can use Pinterest search bar to find popular keywords in your niche and write search engine optimized descriptions with the keyword in the first sentence. And when you create boards, you want to organize by topic with keyword rich titles and descriptions. And in terms of what you're actually posting, you want to follow the 2x3 vertical format and use text overlays. These are crucial. People search Pinterest for solutions, so your text overlays need to communicate value immediately. You can create multiple pin designs for one piece of content and then test to see which ones perform better. Now, moving on to universal content creation tips, what works for any platform. Starting with planning and batching. You want to plan your content themes by month or by whatever product you're trying to sell if you're a business owner, and then topics by week, and then posts day by day. This just prevents the daily panic of what should I post today? In my content creator mini course hub and idea vault, I do have a planner and scheduler that allows you to actually plot it out by week, by day, by month, so you can see everything and then you can upload manually to the app. But if you want to auto upload, you can use a tool like HeyOrca, Later.com, or another advanced content scheduling tool. Okay, now batching. Dedicate one day to recording your videos. shooting your photos, creating all your content. You're already set up, you already got your hair and makeup looking great, you're in the zone. Might as well just, bang out a week or a month of content in one session, right? And then choose another day for editing all your content. Like the past 2 days, for example, I filmed 6 YouTube videos and I'm going to use tomorrow to edit all of them. And Canva, if you don't have it, I think it's great. You can use their templates for your graphics. They have amazing templates and so many to choose from. They have a free version, but I have the paid version and I think it definitely is worth the investment. You can save caption formulas and hashtags for different post types and build a content library of evergreen content that you can repurpose and reshare. And I've talked about this before, but you can repurpose one piece of long form content, like a YouTube video, into multiple forms of different content. Your YouTube video could be 3 blog posts, it could be 3 Instagram carousels, 4 reels, 5 TikTok videos, 6 YouTube shorts, a series of threads posts. The opportunities are endless. Now, staying consistent without burning out. The 80-20 rule, which is like, 80% value and then 20% promotion. That's like one of the rules that I talk about all the time. This applies to content creation as well. 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. Identify what's working and do more of that. And listen, if you're burned out, your content will suffer. So schedule breaks, take a long walk, close the laptop, go away from electronics for a little while, try something new, take up a hobby, a side quest, something creative that'll allow you to use your hands, use your mind, that won't be such a strain on your creativity and your inspiration and your, creative juices. And again, batching content allows you to take time away, but you're still posting. It gives you the time to have a break. You can also communicate with your audience that you need a break, that you need the time off. And how I mentioned evergreen content before is something that you can repurpose and reshare. This allows you to create content for months on end. So when you're low on energy, just pull from your content library of evergreen content. That way you don't have to force yourself to create something new. And if you're able, you can hire video editors, graphic designers, or virtual assistants, because if you don't have the bandwidth anymore, it might be worth investing in. Now, measuring success. Vanity metrics like followers and views and likes, they feel good, but they don't really matter. Meaningful metrics though, like engagement rate, click-through rate, conversion rate, revenue generated, they show if your content is working toward your goals. So look at your top performing content every month and identify patterns. What topics resonate? What formats work the best? What calls to action drive the most action? And use these insights when creating content in the future. And test different hooks and thumbnail styles and content formats and caption lengths and posting times. Change one variable at a time so you know what made the difference. If you have any questions, comment below or tell me just one amazing new thing that you learned from this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye. Playlist with all of your descriptions and tags is how YouTube Shorts is YouTube's answer to TikTok Reels. Wow. You want to niche down to build highly serious. Wow. Some niche hacks. Wow. Now let's talk about, finding you, where they're coming from. Facebook now prioritizes video content,